All right, who are you and what are you doing here?
My name is Jordan Tate. I'm Miss July '89.
Erika Eleniak joins us today for an epic conversation from Under Siege to The Opponent and of course Baywatch. Her unique beauty, talent, and unforgettable screen presence has captivated audiences for decades. Super excited, guys. Let's do it. Miss Erika, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. You look amazing. You always look amazing.
Well, that's very kind of you. Thank you so much. Wow, what an introduction.
Oh, you're very welcome. And speaking of intros, my introduction to you was on Charles in Charge. You were playing Stephanie. I love that show. Nicole Eggert, I had her on the show a while back. Super sweet, super nice.
Oh, well, and Nicole is such a sweetheart. She and I are friends, and we became friends on the show. So the crew and the cast were amazing. It was a great show. It was a great experience to work on.
Well, you definitely stood out. I mean, respectfully, of course, as a kid, back then, I was always dreaming. All I've ever wanted to do was be an actor. I mean, watching all of you was my homework. And then, of course, we had no internet, no social media. So after Charles in Charge, I didn't see you again until Under Siege, which was completely by accident. I was watching late night TV when I wasn't supposed to.
Right.
And I was just flipping channels and all of a sudden, there's Steven Seagal and, it's literally the cake scene and, beautiful woman pops out. And I was like, holy cow, that's Stephanie. She's all grown up.
Oh, how funny.
Yes! 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 That's my man!
That was never supposed to be a topless scene.
Really?
And it ended up being a conversation or two or three before we decided on, having it be where it was. It was professional, but I was definitely not okay with it, which is why I ended up wearing a jacket in it. And I end up doing more of a flash kind of situation than being totally topless. I was very, very young. And I think now, today, if that conversation had sprung up on me like that, I would have handled it very differently. Everybody knew that I was nervous about it. In fact, Tommy Lee Jones and Gary Busey sent me flowers.
That's awesome.
So it's all good. It's all good.
Well, I'm sorry that everything happened that way, but I'm also glad that I got to see it at the same time because after when I finally got to see the full movie, which was a few days later, I was just in total awe. I mean, my favorite scene is when your character is introduced and, just the arrival and the ship and everything. I mean, everything about that was just so epic. And then, of course, you're being escorted by Gary Busey, Tommy Lee Jones. I mean, what did it feel like?
That was crazy. So the ship was a decommissioned museum. We were on the water, but we were away from it. So that character ended up becoming more than it was originally supposed to be. It was a really fun character to play because I kind of just got to be there and be in awe of Tommy Lee Jones and Gary Busey and how they worked together. Their chemistry was amazing. So just watching them improv and getting to work with Steven, and it was definitely a different caliber for me than anything I had done prior.
And what was it like working with Steven?
It was a lot of fun. He had his own kind of way of doing his things, and so he would show up, he would shoot his stuff, and he would go. I mean, that's pretty much the way he was. And there were certain days where he would feel like more, I don't know, in a better mood and more like cracking jokes and making people laugh. And then other days he would just come in, do his stuff, and leave. Get down to brass tacks and get it done.
It's an awesome movie overall. And it looked like you had a lot of fun making it. I mean, once everything was done, do you remember watching it for the first time?
I was blown away. It was a great film. It really was. I wasn't a big action hero fan. Playing it, yes, but just to go to the theater and to watch the action movies, that wasn't my most favorite genre. And after seeing that movie, I really had a new respect and liking for the action. It was good. Yeah, it was really good.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. I'm actually a huge action guy. So after Under Siege, I found my favorite Erika movie of all time, which is The Opponent. I absolutely love this movie. Your performance, Erika, was just so amazing.
Oh, that makes me happy. Oh, Chris, no, that's awesome. Thank you. That movie means a lot to me because there's so many reasons it means a lot to me. And the timing of its release was unfortunate because it was 3 weeks apart from Girl Fight. In fact, we had the same fight choreographer at one point. So it was really frustrating that I don't think it got its due. It is what it is, no sour grapes by any means, but I was a little bit disappointed just in the timing because I think it could have done a lot better than it ended up doing. But I'm really proud of that movie. It was ultra low budget. Everything we did was sponsored. I did my own fighting. I had no stunt person.
I mean, there's just so much heart. And again, the opening scene when you're introduced, I just immediately felt and believed in this character. And I truly appreciated you as an actress, as an artist. I was like, wow, this gal can do anything. And it's the overall progression that I love, the character of Patty, to see her grow as a fighter, as a person. I mean, I've seen it 100 times.
Everything just came together at that time so beautifully. I worked really, really hard. So it was a real progression because I wasn't a boxer. I didn't know how to fight, I talked tough, but I didn't know how to fight. I think the biggest compliment for me that I received was I snuck into a Q&A once at the, once the movie was released, I had snuck in, and one of the people in the audience was not familiar with any of my other work or anything and had asked if the actress was an actual boxer. And that just made me, I was like, okay, I did my job. This is great. And that made me really happy.
Very cool. Well, it's true, and it's so well deserved. I did see Girl Fights when it came out. But I guess they're the ones that got the promotion and everything, right? But
right.
I don't know. I mean, my heart is with The Opponent, and I love this movie. It will forever be my favorite. And I'm talking to the real life Patty right now, so it's so inspiring. Thank you again for being here. Throughout your career, Erika, I mean, is there a role that you really wanted, something that you auditioned for and didn't get?
I'll tell you something. I had some great opportunities that were given to me that I was too afraid to take. So I've had a lot of them that it's just too embarrassing to even say. Some of the ones that I've had have been just like, are you kidding me? And I was just too afraid. I really spent a lot of time letting fear dictate my next decision, unfortunately. Fear really made decisions for me. And I lost a lot of great opportunities. I burned some bridges, all because I just didn't feel like I was good enough. One of the things that I was asked to do was to go and read for Casino. I went in, and then I met Robert De Niro, and then I was supposed to go read for Martin Scorsese, and I bailed. I just was too scared. But I had already gone through the other doors to get there, and it just didn't make a lot of people very happy, to get to a certain place and then just not go through with it. So, not saying I would have gotten that role. Sharon Stone was perfect in that role and divine. It was, meant to be. But I had the opportunity, and it's opportunities like that. I've had a few of those that I let go because I was just too afraid.
Fear is okay. Fear is good. It keeps us sharp. And the fact that you're aware of it, you know how you feel. I mean, that's awesome. You're super honest.
Thank you. That means a lot. Appreciate that, Chris.
You've definitely done some amazing stuff. I mean, your presence, Erika, again, it's so unique. It's so awesome. Congrats again. And I do have one last question. Baywatch, iconic show, still to this day. I still see clips and references in my feed. And I'm sure you get a lot of questions about that show. But when you look back, we all reflect differently over time. What comes to mind when people ask about Baywatch?
The funny thing about Baywatch is when Baywatch became really, really popular, I was already off the show. Because I only did 2 seasons, right? So we did the OGB, we did the original Baywatch when it was a 2-hour movie. And before it became a series, it was sort of a backdoor pilot. But it took a while. So by the time the popularity was in its prime, I was already off the show, which was so bizarre because I was having people, come up and say things about Shawnee and the character and the show. And it was like, oh my gosh, yes, it was awesome. But it was literally happening not in real time. I loved the crew, the cast and the crew. We got along, and it just made work fun. Everybody were we just a big family, and having a great time pranking each other and just having lots of fun together. But it was a hard working show. We had A and B units. We had action going all the time. You had the elements all the time. You had to work with the water and the wind and the sun and the freezing cold weather and being in the water and trying to look hot and sweaty. They'd spray you with sprayers to make you look sweaty, and it's freezing outside and your lips are blue and they can barely use the footage. And it was a tough show to shoot. And then also too, your wardrobe is a bathing suit, and there's a lot of pressure to make sure that you're in shape for that. There's nothing left to the imagination when that's what you're wearing. So yeah, it was a tough show. It was definitely tough. It was a lot of fun.
So epic. Miss Erika, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Super congrats on all your incredible work, talent, and success. Don't stop. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to watch The Opponent. If you haven't seen it already, watch it, rewatch it. Erika is absolutely amazing, just so full of heart. I love it. I'm gonna rewatch it as soon as we're done here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for believing, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.